Ack! No! No! This can't be right!
An excellent deduction, Mr. Wright. Miss Darklaw, it seems that everything is now clear as day.
What? What do you mean?
Why, of course. The answer to the question of who rang the bell tower. The bell in the bell tower.
It was her. It had to be.
What do you say, Mr. Wright?
I'm gonna stand right next to you and say, it looks like we've arrived at the same conclusion. We now know that only one person could have done it.
Wait, what good will saying it out loud do? Is there a problem, Mr. Cantabella? It wasn't your daughter who rang that bell. Should that not lift some burden off your shoulders? Are you not curious to know the name of the true culprit who has pinned the blame on your daughter all this while?
How about you stop taunting us? Just say the name already! Scratch! Who is this true culprit?
Let's do it, Professor.
Are you ready?
I am always ready, Mr. Wright. Except that one time I pulled the wrong evidence. I was not ready then. It's time to set things straight. The person who rang the bell tower is...
It doesn't look like I'm gonna get any penalty for this, so it was the storyteller. Have a look. Hold it.
Wait a second, Professor! Whoa!
You know, how can I put this in an inoffensive way? I don't think that's the right person there.
Of course, it wasn't that person.
Wait, what?
There's no way it could have been them. I am well aware of that.
You're killing me, Professor, you're killing me. But then, why did you say their name?
Mr. Wright, I was merely practicing my enunciation, of course.
What? I just love this idle chit-chat between the two. The professor is one cool customer, Nick, and he's never wrong either. Why does it feel like I'm the one who made a mistake?
In any case, I'd say we should announce the name of the real culprit now.
How about you stop taunting us with this idle chit-chat and just say the name already? Scratch! The next one's going to your face if you do not say who the real culprit is!
Let's do it, Professor.
Are you ready now?
I am always ready, Mr. Wright. That was just a joke, and me enunciating. It's time to set things straight. The person who rang that bell is... Have a look. It's you, Eve Belduke.
Me? But... there were only the two of you in the belfry at the time. You know that better than anyone else.
And as it wasn't Espella who rang the bell, it had to be you.
That's preposterous. It can't be true.
It was an extremely traumatizing event for both you and Espella. Your friend's memories were altered from the shock without her even realizing it. She believed she was a witch who rang the bell and summoned a dragon, which incinerated the town. However, Miss Belduke, Espella wasn't the only one whose memories were warped by the horrors you two witnessed. You were affected as well!
No. It wasn't me. Espella, she rang the bell. It was her, not me. But why? What are these flashbacks? I've never had these before.
What's the matter? I don't want to do this now. We'll be taken over by Bizella. Bizella is just a fairy tale. And you're the one who said you wanted to come and ring the bell. I did, but I changed my mind. Hey? After coming all this way? Ah. Hmm?
That nightmare was too much for two young girls to take in. Your young minds needed to protect themselves. That's why you subconsciously repressed those memories.
Then, if that's true, for the past 10 years, I've been pinning the blame for what I've done on Espella. It can't be. It can't be true. It's impossible!
Ah!
Darklost just disappeared!
She's gone the invisibility road.
Well, that was very traumatizing, to say the least. But High Inquisitor Darklost, she's run away! Just like Espella did a minute ago! But did you not hear that? It was her that once destroyed this town!
Our lives have already been messed up so much. We don't need this now!
She's going to pay for what she did! Capture her! Seriously?
Nick, look at the bell tower.
Oh no.
Espella's gone.
Oh boy.
No, she's on the roof.
What? What?
I beg you, don't blame Eve. It really doesn't matter anymore who rang the accursed bell. This town was all created for me. It's my fault you've all been used and suffered so much.
Espella, what are you saying? Please, come down right now. You haven't done anything wrong. It was all my fault.
Dad, I know that you did this for me. You've been so kind to me. And what did I do? I selfishly ran away from home.
Espella,
I will finish your story for you.
What?
The evil witch will be gone forever, and everyone will live happily ever after. Dad, thank you for everything you've done for me.
wait! Don't do it, Espella!
What are you... Isn't that... Darklaw? But why, Eve? Why would you? I finally remembered everything I've done.
You're not the only one who remembered. You still have the pendant.
Yes, of course. That's because... somehow I always knew it was important to me.
Espella,
You kept your pendant as well, didn't you, Eve?
for some reason, I just couldn't let it go.
Espella! Miss Darklaw!
Quick, they'll fall if we don't do something.
Let's go. We have to save them.
No, you won't make it there in time.
Why?
The wooden handrail Eve's holding onto is rotted through. We need some sort of magic to save them.
No way.
Magic, you say?
Got an idea, Professor?
If a bit of magic is all that's needed to save these two young ladies, then perhaps that is something I can arrange.
What? You can?
You have to let go, otherwise you'll fall
Professor?
What's going on here? Anyone? Only thing I can think of are the shades, but I don't know how he's commanding them, to be quite honest. Professor? You're a sorcerer! No, Miss Fey. We have already established that magic doesn't exist, even in this town. I just was using a play on words just a moment ago, talking about magic. But then, how did you just do that? What you have just seen was that last and greatest illusion within Labyrinthia. Huh? An illusion? Magic is but an illusion, and this illusion has been produced through the power of suggestion and Labrilum's medication. Everyone in Labyrinthia has been under this particular magic spell. Now then, shall we break the spell? Magic is the last mystery to be solved. You've seen through all my tricks, Layton. I wouldn't have done it without the vital hint you gave me when we spoke in your tower. The final spell is concealed at the start. Okay, so what does that mean exactly? As you know, all the spells are listed within this book. Right. The Grand Grimoire. Now, I just made that book disappear all of a sudden. What did Mr. Cantabella mean by the start? The front cover? Precisely, Mr. Wright. The final spell shall dispel the illusion. The correct incantation is hidden on the front cover itself.
Well then, Mr. Wright. This is the final puzzle. Soon, a new day will begin for the townspeople. Let us put an end to this illusion, once and for all.
Yeah.
That was the most anticlimactic yeah ever. Yeah! Let us put an end to this illusion once and for all. Yeah! Yeah! That's more like it. Hidden on the cover of the Grand Grimoire are the characters that spell out the true magical incantation. Select the characters on the touchscreen and slide them over their counterparts on the tome's cover to make them vanish. The grand finale approaches! Remove the extra magical characters from the Grand Grimoire's cover to reveal the hidden incantation. Touch a character on the touchscreen below to make it appear on the upper screen. Slide the character around, stylus, touchscreen, blah blah blah. Try to match the character with its counterpart on the upper screen. Be careful, the symbols come in all shapes and sizes, making them quite difficult to spot. Find all the hidden characters on the upper screen to unveil the hidden incantation. Alright. There's that. There's that. Let's see, what else do we have here? Let's make it slowly. There we go. Slow and steady does it. Got you. Got you. I see a 3 right there. Oh man, that's actually really hidden if you look real closely. Okay. Right there? Cool. Right there. Right there. And we got one final one, which is right there.
Let us think about it together.
Yeah! Get that solved.
Every puzzle has an answer.
The sun is rising, and when it does, its light will reveal the truth behind Labyrinthia's mysteries.
Now, Professor?
Yes. Shall we, Mr. Wright?
So this is the real magic behind Labyrinthia.
Excellent work, my boy.
Hey, it's Luke!
Hang on a second. The town's full of machinery?
So much for magic. It was all done with these machines.
That's right. With magic, witches can fly, buildings can disappear. Those are no easy feats to stage. To make all those incredible things real, we needed a great deal of machinery.
Couldn't he have just, I don't know, made the magic a bit simpler?
A witch would say the incantation, and shades would stop time with their silver bells.
And they'd go wild with these machines, making all sorts of crazy stuff happen. That's so cool. I'd love to try it.
I took a quick crash course before operating the machines. Not bad, hey?
Yes, Luke. What would we do without you?
That explains where Luke's been the entire time.
So when's my turn? I want to pick something up off the ground and make it fly through the air.
I wish you'd stop looking at me when you say that, Maya.
Well, in any case, I think we should head back to the courthouse.
Right you are, Professor. The judge might have fallen asleep waiting for us.
The sun has risen above Labyrinthia, and has shown us our town's true form. Well, I really don't think there's any need for a verdict anymore. The witches on trial weren't witches after all. I am deeply relieved that those I have sentenced are still alive and well. At last, I can step down from this seat with a clear conscience. And now, the final verdict in the last witches' court session ever to be held.
Party! Where do they ever get all that confetti? And so, we hear the music. The music of happiness. How a trial coming to an end, and a game coming to an end too. I'm grateful for all the help, Professor. The feeling is mutual, Mr. Wright. A gentleman always fights for the truth. I could not have done otherwise. I'd like to congratulate the two of you.
You both did splendidly in the court.
I think May is surprised because we've never actually talked to a judge after court. Only Edgeworth's done that. Oh, it's the judge!
You've brought to light the truth about this town. Although I still find it astonishing that we could not see all of this. I cannot even begin to imagine how it was achieved. You were all given a very simple instruction when you were hypnotized. You cannot see pure black. That was sufficient.
What about your suit? So I guess the incantation they said pretty much released them from their hypnotic state as seeing, not seeing pure black.
Oh, now I see. These strange contraptions, are made from some sort of black metal.
Wait a second! There are plenty of black objects all over Labyrinthia, aren't there? Like your jacket! Yeah, that's right! My hair's charcoal black too! Pure charcoal black!
Ah, but it is not pure black.
What?
What we often perceive as the color black is in fact far from being pure black. Our brains interpret reflections of light as colors. Objects which reflect even the smallest amount of light are not pure black.
And so anything that, like, does not reflect any kind of light whatsoever is pure black. Note to self.
Pure black is only encountered within nature as darkness.
Darkness, sir?
The machines used in Labyrinthia are coated in a special material developed by Labyrinthum Incorporated.
Ah, okay. Jeez, it's not only a pharmaceutical incorporation, but they make the purest of black substances. That says a lot.
It absorbs light without reflecting any. It is the only material that can be said to be pure black.
You know what I just realized? We're having all this happy music, and meanwhile, Barnum's still in jail. That's what I'm thinking right now. Oh, I bet this invisibility robe is also made of the same material, right? That would explain everything.
That's correct. And of course, the bell tower was concealed using the very same material as well.
Okay, so that's the mystery of the invisibility cloak solved.
When you think about it, this town abounds in all things invisible.
Huh?
Miss Darklaw, or should I say Miss Belduke?
Yes?
For 10 long years, your memories had been suppressed.
The truth about what occurred in the Belfry, was invisible to me. Mean? Is it just me, or is her outfit different? It looks different, but maybe I'm just seeing things.
Mr. Cantabella and your father knew it all along.
Then again, maybe it's because she's usually turned the other way.
They knew who actually rang the bell.
Wait, what? What? Did they? Really? Is that true, Cantabella?
As we have demonstrated, it was easy to deduce from the situation in the belfry.
But if he knew all along, why didn't he say something?
It was, of course, for your own good.
Don't be angry at her!
trying to pin the blame for that disaster on Espella.
Yes, I was. But if you knew that, why did you keep quiet about it? If you had only scolded me back then for lying, maybe Espella wouldn't have suffered such trauma.
It was your eyes, Eve.
What?
Your eyes weren't those of a liar. You believed in what you said. You truly thought it was Espella. What you saw was too much for you to bear. Your mind blocked out the real memory of what happened in order to maintain your own sanity. Had I called you a liar then,
She was only 8. She wasn't even in the double digits yet, so I mean, if he had called her a liar when she thought she was telling the truth, and pretty much blamed her and punished her for something that she thought was the truth, that probably would have broken her mind as well, and they would have not only had one broken child, but they would have had 2 broken children.
you would have probably suffered a mental breakdown.
Oh,
Mr. Cantabella and your father created this town. You were mistaken in thinking it was purely for Espella's sake. It was also for you, Miss Beltuk.
ah!
Remember what your father wrote in his suicide note.
I have only 2 concerns. The first is my daughter. It pains me to be leaving her alone in this world, although she probably doesn't think of me as her father.
I had an argument with my father once. He was always thinking only about the town and paid no attention to me.
So you moved out and broke off contact with him. But you were wrong about your father. Not a single day passed without him thinking about you. He helped to make the story I was weaving a reality for your sake.
I've been so ignorant. I was so convinced my father was driven to suicide by you.
Your father couldn't bear the sense of guilt he had accumulated over the past 10 years. Even though he killed himself in the end, I believe you were always the most important person to him.
Oh, right, we forgot about Espella.
And Barnum.
Eve? Espella. Espella, what I did to you is unforgivable. I rewrote your story, putting you through all this. I can't believe I went to such an extreme because of one wrong assumption.
No, it's okay, Eve. I wasn't angry.
You weren't?
You've
Happy
always
music.
been on my side, protecting me. And even today, you saved my life.
Espella.
I also owe you an apology. After all, I forgot about my dearest friend. I'm so sorry, Eve.
What about the cat?
Ah, there you are, Eve. Where were you?
Your cat's called Eve.
You know what I've just noticed? You two are very much alike. You and Eve the cat.
What? It's all in your head.
It looks like Eve has taken a liking to the other Eve.
Oh boy.
You've got that right. And the similarity is really striking.
Oh boy. Where's my blue text of oh boy?
Oh dear.
Close enough.
My accidental guests, Professor Layton and Mr. Wright.
Yes?
I must say, I am indebted to you.
Don't mention it.
Let me just scratch the back of my head.
You know, when I started planning my revenge 3 months ago,
This is what I want to hear. I want to hear if she was trying to get, like, them together to try to stop this story or whatever. Or she had them in the plan all along, pretty much.
Mr. Layton was a part of my plans. I needed to lure him to Labyrinthia.
Why me?
You were famous in London, and word of your skills reached me even here. What's more, you specialize in mysteries. So I thought that if you came to this town, you'd feel compelled to solve ours.
Well, I do like a good puzzle.
Well, I am honored.
And I like a puzzle.
That's cool. And what about me?
Yeah, what about Phoenix? That's what I want to know.
Well, about you. How should I put it?
You weren't actually part of this plan.
Your arrival here was purely accidental.
You mean it wasn't planned?
He was the true monkey wrench in everything.
As you know, Espella escaped and got involved in that incident on the freighter.
Yeah.
As a consequence, I had no choice but to bring you here.
Wait, what?
I see. I shouldn't have asked. My fragile pride has suffered yet another blow.
Oh, don't make it sound like so, like, oh, I'm so depressed now. I'm gonna talk so low and monotone like this.
Nick, you can't escape your fate. You're doomed to always find trouble if it doesn't find you first.
How right she is!
How about some words of sympathy for a change?
I am terribly sorry. The only thing on my mind the last 3 months was revenge.
Whatever your intentions were, the last witch trial has ended in the best possible way for this town. You were correct in your judgment. You always are.
You're too kind to me.
Not with that Barnum thing, though. What about Barnum?
I thank you from the bottom of my heart, Eve, for opening my eyes.
I feel like we're forgetting someone. I'm waiting for that line.
Sorry to break up this little happy ending, but I've sort of got an important question. Why were you going to end the story?
That's what I've been looking for this entire time. Did the government actually stop the operation or something?
Only Newton knew the real reason. I am suffering from an incurable illness.
What?
Dad!
is a rare disease with no known cure.
Why didn't you tell me? Had I known...
I wanted this to be my secret. I suppose that was a bad decision on my part. I thought I'd finish the story before I died, and lay the foundations for a new world. Honestly, I was desperate. I didn't much care about Labyrinthia anymore.
Dad, why did it have to happen to you? Especially now that we're finally back together.
Cheer up, Espella.
How can I?
Labrellum's new drug development center contacted me a short while ago. They have succeeded in creating a new medicine, thanks to Belduke's research. It's a top-secret wonder drug for my illness.
A wonder drug?
Newton had been working on finding a cure for my illness until the very end. It would seem that the cure was his final gift to me.
My father.
Newton was the truest friend I ever had. I'm going to undergo surgery. Do not fear. I shall return. So stop making that sad face, Espella.
Of course, everyone that has, like, bad news and then good news, they have to make a stupid response like that at the end of their conversation. So stop making that sad face.
Dad, will everything be back to how it once was?
Of course it will.
And Eve, will you still be my friend?
Of course.
Thank you.
And wasn't that a cute, happy ending? I'm going to drop by Mrs. Eclair's bakery. I've got so much to tell her. Do you mind if I go, Dad? I won't take long.
Of course not. Please do.
Looks like Eve wants to come too. Or more like you want to drag her with you because you're holding her. What? Oh, you mean the cat? Yes. Espella, mind if we tag along? Not at all. You're welcome to come. Awesome! Maybe we'll get some tasty baked bread out of this. I thought we were going there for a different reason. Well, anyway, I'll be off then, Professor.
Pass on my regards to Mrs. Eclair, Luke.
Alright, so we're gonna finally get probably one last conversation between old Layton and Phoenix. Oh, and the storyteller, too. So, what's going to happen to the town?
I've released everyone from hypnosis. They will soon recover the memories of their lives before Labyrinthia. As of today, Project Labyrinthia is over.
So did the government stop funding it or something?
Ah, I see. They are free to leave if they so wish. I imagine they will make a run for it.
Oh, that's not wishful thinking there. That's quite the opposite. I imagine they will make a run for it.
this place will turn into uninhabited ruins, just like it was 10 years ago.
I have some doubts about that.
Your Honor!
I now understand that this town is an artificial creation of yours. Nonetheless, to us Labyrinthians, the past 10 years were real.
No one can yet tell how this town will change. However, it is possible that some people will want to stay. Who knows? Perhaps you will find yourself creating a new town along with them.
A new town, you say? I am no longer the judge, but, if possible, I would like to remain here.
Oh, you can still be the judge, though. Your name's Judge, after all. And his name is
My
Storyteller.
gratitude, Your Honor. You need not address me as Your Honor anymore, Sir Storyteller.
Of course they're gonna crack jokes at their names. Or their titles, I should say.
And so, the last witch trial has drawn to a close.
And of course Phoenix has to make the last words of the trial. Since that's his thing in the Phoenix Wright games.
What did Mr. Wright, Mr. Layton, and my father talk about?
I don't know.
That I do not know. But Dad made a promise to me. Once everyone recovers their memories and he is cured of his illness, he will return to write a new story with everyone's help. This time, the story will be real without any lies or illusions.
Let's end this with the cutscene. Oh my god, stop lagging!
What a beautiful sound.
Almost as if it's ringing in a new beginning for the town.
Thank you, Eve.
Okay then. Whenever you are ready, Mr. Barnum.
Thank you! Thank you all so much for everything! Espella, you take care now. You too, Mr. Cantabella. Bye! Be sure to visit us again!
You can bet on it!
I wish all of you the very best. Mr. Wright, I knew I could count on you to stand your ground and fight me to the very end.
Me too. I always believed in you, Professor. And I know it's why we managed to get to the mysterious truth behind this town.
When we get back to England, we'll drop by and see you, Luke.
Great! I'll show you around London.
And so they head off into the sunset with Barnum with them. And I don't know what Barnum's gonna do because he traveled with them. I don't think he's gonna be like someone that is going to oh, I guess maybe he will, according to the bottom of the screen. But yeah, that was Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright. I enjoyed it. Don't know about everyone else, but I kind of enjoyed the story. I feel like some things were easier than Dual Destinies, but at the same time, certain things in Dual Destinies kept dragging on, in my opinion. Like, for example, I stopped playing the game at one point and then came back to it. While this game, besides like maybe 1 week of being off on it, I have been rather constant with doing this game, because I mean it came out in September and we're in the what part am I currently at? I forget. Let's see. Look on my YouTube. I haven't this session, obviously, I haven't done anything with, so let me see. What part is currently up? 82. So, by the time this ends, I'll be, like, right below. I'll be just a little lower than 90, but, I got this, like, in September, so, and plus with Sundays off, and, like, with pretty much most Sundays off of the game, I, didn't have any, too many breaks for it, so I've had some good, like, there hasn't really been too much of a break on it, so I've really enjoyed this game, story-wise, and are we getting any more credits?
You know, Professor, I feel like I've just finished reading a really long story.
Say that again.
I know what you mean. It certainly was an enthralling adventure.
I wonder how Spella and the others back in Labyrinthia are getting on. I'd love to go back and see them. Although, I'd rather not have to be sucked into a book to get there.
Perhaps we should ask Carmine to come along with us.
Great! It's a real relief he recovered from all of his injuries. But he was a bit put out when he found out you'd already solved all the town's secrets, Professor.
Well, we mustn't forget that we didn't solve them all by ourselves. We couldn't have done it without the help of our friends across the Atlantic.
I wonder what they're doing right now. Battling away in a courtroom somewhere?
I'd wager they may well be, Luke. At any rate, we must make our own preparations. There's a brand new case that requires our attention, and that means a brand new set of puzzles to be solved, my boy.
Hold it! What's the matter, Wright? Has the cat got your tongue? Or are you still in a holiday kind of mood? Perhaps your mind is as clouded as the English sky.
Any hints, Maya?
Not really. If only the professor were here.
The heck's Edgeworth doing in this game?
At this point, you've got to use that patented spell of yours, Nick.
Patented spell?
Hello, Earth to Nick. Just when we think it's all over, you always use it to turn the tables.
Ah, got it. I just have to close my eyes and say the magic word. Luckily, I don't need a witch's scepter for this one.
Save the chit-chat for later, right?
That
I've almost missed that utterly annoying spell of yours. Fine, let's hear it then.
Just take a deep breath
Lip
and give
syncing.
it all you've got.
that lip syncing.
Well, here goes. Objection!
Also, the voice for Edgeworth, I preferred the voice I think I heard in Dual Destinies, because obviously that was the judge's voice, I think. Then again, he would have only have had a few lines to say, so I can understand using a backup, or using the same voice. But otherwise, well, that was a surprise. But one thing that I will say, funny thing, Phoenix Wright, if everyone knows, Japan, in the Japanese version, it takes place in Japan because obviously it uses the Japanese court system. But in this game, the professor even says friends from across the Atlantic, as you can say from there. So it does take place in America, in every other country but Japan. So I kind of found that a little funny, but yeah, I kind of enjoyed the story of this. Like, I was like, what is making, like, especially the end, where you're kind of trying to find out the truth behind the story, and the magic, and how's the cloaking going on, and yeah, so it was all hypnosis, and mind control, and all that, which kind of, I feel a little let down, because it's like, mind control, I hate when things come down to mind control, but, yes, Barnum's with the gang now. Not really. But, really enjoyed the game. It felt like Dual Destinies, to me, was kind of dragging a little bit, through, the 4th trial or something, but this one, I think it's because since all the cases were connected and stuff, it was like, I want to learn more on what's going on, while certain cases in Dual Destinies, it was like, I really did not care about, and yeah. But other than that, I really did enjoy this game. I still wish they would have done something with Barnum, like, at the end there, where it was like, what? I feel I forgot something, because it feels like we're missing someone here. I wonder who that is. Barnum just randomly appears out of jail. Not really caring that everyone was under hypnosis or anything. It was like, oh yeah, everything's just hunky-friggin' dory. I think that would be my only quarrel with this game. But as for this, I think I'm gonna take maybe a week off of Phoenix or something. I haven't made a decision yet, but I know next up I will be doing some Phoenix Wright online trials. Someone asked me, am I going to do any of the Professor Layton games? Answer, for right now, no. Until, right now, next game that I'm going to be doing, I haven't even made a decision yet. I think I'm going to make a quick update video with a poll at the bottom. As people probably know by now, I got a Vita capture device. You can see the plug right there. And pretty much I recorded something which is a test video, kind of, sort of, too, with Binding of Isaac, with volume and stuff. I probably was a little too loud, or the game might have been too loud, so if anyone hasn't seen that video yet, give me some suggestions on volume. And note that I was messing with the beginning part and didn't notice anything until, sort of, maybe 10 minutes in or something, so I would start giving opinions 10 minutes in. But yeah, I want to play Danganronpa, and I have played the first one, so the poll would be, should I do Danganronpa 1 and play it even though I've done, I won't be doing it blind, or should I just go straight into Danganronpa 2, and I have not seen anything on it except for a certain person that I'm subscribed to that has, just finished the playthrough as of, last week or something like that, and he's going through bonus content. But, yeah, I haven't seen anything that he's posted on it except for my subscriber feed getting posted on it. So, don't know what's going on with that game, but I can play that too, and play any game on the Vita. And I'll probably go right into that game, and also we'll be playing Phoenix Wright Online, and then continuing on with other series as well. So, yeah. And what's going on here? Right, I gotta press button, right? Yeah, I gotta press button. And so, the mystery is solved. The Great Witch Bezella. The Great Witch Bezella was a fictional character created by the storyteller to protect the young Isabella from trauma. This spawned the many mysteries that followed. They no longer need Bezella, nor the witches or witchcraft that were essential for her existence. Cool. Just over 4,000. Actually, just over 4,500. Cool. Well done. Cool. Yeah. Okay. What? Oh, well, I've already found all the hint coins, and I'm pretty sure I got all the puzzles solved. Is that the climax of... Oh. Let's watch the grand finale one last time! You will be able to... Oh. Sure, why not? Save it right there, because that's how I've been doing it. Yes, that's how long I've been doing this. Some of them have just been left on, and see? You got extra content, which is downloads, you got bonuses. What the heck's bonuses? Oh, we got the music, which, ooh, where's that one song? Let's see. Where's the one song? Seriously? No? I do like that song. So, wait. Oh, here we go! Actually, no, that's not it. Oh yeah! Get that corner theme going. Where's that other? This is probably like my favorite, even though it was only done at the English portion, which is the prologue of the game. Favorite theme in the entire Phoenix Wright series, because just that perfect theme of that suspense where you're just gonna keep going and going, and then not now, but one more little loop. Come on. And then... go for that objection! Objection! Yeah! Okay. But then we also have the, Wait. No. Okay, it must be... Why is Mr. Smiles being the guy that takes up the moderato part? I do find it funny that Edgeworth is the guy that's on the bottom screen, though, like, for the cross-examination faces, though. But with that, actually, before I end that with that song, voice? Wow.
You can't! No, you can't search it again! You just can't!
I had to, only because it was the only one that was by themselves that was kind of noticing, only for the fact that she was only a character, like, once in the entire game. Well, we got Barnum.
I, Inquisitor Zach, vile witch, enemy of my faithful companion Constantine.
Really? We got music, or movies, and we got art, and, oh, we got, I'll let you all pause it if you want to read it, but I'm not gonna really stop or anything, because it would take me probably another 20 minutes to do, no, not 20, but 10, and it's already 5:51 in the morning! Okay, we got the Great Archive, we got the Audience Room, Forest of the Lost Way. Weird, it's like stuff that's in-game that's appearing. That's weird. Okay, so we got the Special Court. Light and Darkness. And finally, a new beginning. Cool. And for the movies, we got like... Wow, they even animated the little tiny pictures on the bottom screen. How cool. Okay. So yeah, I hope everyone has enjoyed this playthrough as much as I have, and hope to catch you all next time in another series. So yeah, have a great day, and hope you all enjoyed it.